The story of Mia Thornton, the former star of the Real Housewives of Potomac, took a shocking and emotional turn this week as she found herself at the center of a criminal investigation in Atlanta, Georgia. What began as a quiet new chapter for the reality personality after exiting the Maryland-based Bravo show earlier this year has spiraled into an unexpected scandal involving allegations of theft, a dramatic arrest, tense police interactions, and a body cam recording that has now sent shockwaves through both fans and the entertainment world. The arrest happened on Wednesday when officers from the City of Atlanta Police Department took Mia into custody and booked her on a larceny charge tied to accusations that she stole more than $11,000 worth of rental furniture from a luxury condominium she previously lived in. As the news spread across social media, viewers and longtime followers of the RHOP star were left questioning how everything escalated to this moment. According to the police report, the allegations stem from furniture that was rented as part of the staging for the high-end condo. When Mia relocated from Maryland to begin her new life in Georgia, authorities claim she removed the items without authorization and failed to return them. The set of furniture included expensive living room pieces, decorative accents, and specialty rental items chosen for luxury real estate display. The rental company reported the missing inventory, and after multiple attempts to retrieve the items, the dispute escalated into a legal case, ultimately resulting in an arrest warrant with Mia's name on it. The situation took a dramatic turn when officers located her at the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, where she was reportedly preparing to head out with someone to a park before boarding an outgoing flight. The body cam footage begins with an officer calmly but firmly engaging Mia, greeting her and explaining the situation with professional caution. "How you doing? I'm Officer Hunt, City of Atlanta Police," he says as he approaches her. His tone is polite, but the tension in the moment is impossible to ignore. He then informs her, "You know you have a warrant, correct?" When Mia acknowledges it, the officer continues walking her through the process, explaining that she would be transported to their precinct, where he would complete the necessary paperwork before transferring her to the Fulton County facility. Although Mia appears composed, the camera captures the weight of reality settling in on her as she processes what is unfolding. The officer reassures her that they do not have jail cells at their precinct, only holding rooms, emphasizing that the early stages would be somewhat procedural. Still, the gravity of being handcuffed, escorted, and processed is clear in Mia's hesitant movements. The camera captures her quietly preparing herself, slipping her shoes on, and thanking the officer. It is a moment that contrasts sharply with the glamorous world fans associate with stars from the Real Housewives of Potomac, where luxury homes, designer outfits, and social events create an image far removed from this cold, fluorescent-lit hallway in an Atlanta precinct. As Mia cooperates with the officers, they carefully adjust her handcuffs. One officer asks her how she prefers her wrists positioned, forward or behind her. It's a surprisingly human gesture amid the seriousness of the arrest. "Which way is more comfortable?" he asks. She answers quietly and he responds, "All right, that's fine. We'll go that way." He assures her that once they reach the holding area, he'll loosen the cuffs so she can relax. It's a moment that almost feels surreal, blending procedural duty with small notes of compassion as they prepare to escort a public figure whose entire career has played out in front of cameras. During the walk through the precinct, Mia expresses a concern that seems to weigh heavily on her, returning the furniture that sparked the charges. She mentions having emails, attempts at communication, and her desire to put that furniture back but not being able to access the storage unit because her companion had the key. Her voice carries a tone of frustration and desperation, wanting to resolve the issue but not having the means to do so at the moment of arrest. At one point, she asks if it would be possible to call the person who has the key, wondering whether he is still at the airport. Her worry emphasizes the tangled personal circumstances that often lie beneath legal disputes, where miscommunication, relocation, and financial stress can collide with devastating consequences. As they guide her into the holding area, the officers instruct her to stand against the wall while they gather the necessary keys and prepare the room. They ask her to remove her outer clothing layer and allow her to sit for a moment to calm herself. This isn't a scene from a Bravo reunion or an edited storyline crafted for television. This is real life, unfolding with rawness and vulnerability that reality TV often cannot fully capture. Fans always saw Mia Thornton as someone who navigated conflict, relationships, and personal struggles on screen. But this moment reveals a side that viewers rarely witness: fear, uncertainty, and the overwhelming experience of facing legal consequences outside the curated environment of reality entertainment. Speculation has already begun circulating across social media platforms, with fans and critics offering their own interpretations. Some argue the arrest is exaggerated for dramatic effect. Others believe it signals deeper personal and financial challenges in Mia's life after her exit from the Real Housewives of Potomac. The move from Maryland to Georgia marked a fresh start, but legal troubles appear to have followed her across state lines. Many viewers remember her transparent discussions on the show about business hardships, marital strain, and the complexities of blending personal struggle with public fame. Now, these past narratives are resurfacing as people question whether those challenges were deeper than they initially appeared. Legal experts analyzing the case have noted that felony larceny involving property valued above the $10,000 threshold can carry significant penalties, including restitution, probation, and even possible jail time, depending on the details uncovered in court. They also point out that rental furniture disputes are more common than people realize, especially in luxury real estate markets where staged homes rely on expensive furnishings. When tenants leave a property, miscommunication or misunderstandings about rental terms can escalate quickly, especially when the financial stakes are high. However, the presence of a warrant and the value of the items taken suggest that authorities viewed this case as more serious than a simple misunderstanding. For Mia, this arrest not only poses legal challenges but could also impact her public image and potential future opportunities in entertainment. Even though she is no longer a full-time cast member on RHOP, her name remains closely tied to the Bravo franchise, and scandals involving former housewives often stay in public memory for years. Fans are already drawing comparisons to other franchise stars who have faced legal trouble, including cast members from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and the Real Housewives of New Jersey. The parallels are hard to ignore. Lavish lifestyles, complicated business ventures, and dramatic legal issues have become recurring patterns within the Bravo universe. As the footage continues to circulate, many are waiting to see Mia's official statement and her plea once she appears in court. The public wants answers. Was the furniture truly taken intentionally, or was it a chaotic oversight during a difficult move? Why wasn't the issue resolved before it escalated to an arrest warrant? What does this mean for her future, personally, professionally, and socially? The questions are mounting, and with each passing hour, more layers of the story seem to unfold. What is clear is that this moment marks a pivotal point in Mia Thornton's journey. The glamorous world of the Real Housewives of Potomac, with its brunches, feuds, and fashion statements, feels far away from the stark holding cell in Atlanta. The contrast is jarring, emotional, and deeply human. The arrest has sparked conversations about fame, responsibility, personal struggle, and the pressures of living a highly public life. Behind every storyline, behind every confession on camera, and behind every glamorous event lies a real person navigating real challenges. And today, that reality is hitting harder than ever for Mia Thornton as she awaits the next chapter in a story that continues to shock the public and reshape the narrative surrounding her life.